Hi, guys. Good morning, guys and creeps. I take a few minutes to start because when it goes live, it does take a few seconds for the camera to come on. So when I come on and I'm just quiet, I have to wait for the camera to kind of come on first. So if the camera, it just takes a few minutes. So it's best to wait until you know you're really live before you start talking. Okay, so good morning, guys and creeps. It's a new day. It is 8:03 in the morning, Florida time. And what's up, Florida check? What's up, morning checklist? What's up, Dade County? What's up, Hillsborough County? What's up, Duval County? What's up, Polk County? What's up, Hillsborough County? What's up, Pinellas County? What's up, Orange County? What's up? What y'all doing? Good morning. Good morning, Florida check. What's up? Good morning, Florida. Good morning, everybody, everybody else. Good morning, Las Vegas. Good morning, New York. Good morning, guys. Good morning, California. Okay, wherever you at, wherever. What's up, London? What's up, Australia? What's up, guys? What's up, world? Okay. So anyway, I wanted to say, don't ever try to live above and beyond your means. Like my income is a income that is kind of generous to me. For a long time, even when I worked for Delta Airlines, I'm a retired Delta Airlines ergonomics inspector. I have always struggled financially. When I worked for the airlines, they didn't pay me very well, and I was always struggling financially. But I was a world traveler, and I was flying first class all over the world. But it was because I was always trying to do something. I was always trying to go to London. I was always trying to go to Australia. I lived in Australia for 2 years. 2 years I lived in Australia. I lived in London for 6 months. I lived in Mexico City for a year. I lived in Guadalajara for like 6 months. I lived in Guadalajara. My daughter was conceived in Mexico. She was conceived in Guadalajara, Mexico. I used to live there. And I've been to all of Western Europe. I used to go to South America. I've been to Brazil. I've been to Colombia. Actually, I know I've never been to Colombia. I've been to Argentina, Buenos Aires, Iguazu, Iguazu Falls, Buenos Aires, Brazil, Sao Paulo, Rio de Janeiro. I've been all over the world. I've been in New Zealand. Like I said, I lived in Australia. I've been in New Zealand, Auckland, Christchurch. I've been all over the world. I've literally been all over the world. But what I want to say is when I was flying all over the world, literally I was flying first class. I was flying first class all over the world, and I was always struggling financially because I was always trying to go like to Czechoslovakia. I was trying to go to Sweden. I was trying to go to Oslo, and I did all those things. I went, and I would always be working extra hours. They have something called trade shift, and I would always be working extra hours, and I was always making it happen. I was always making it happen. Like, girl, can I work for you? Can I pick up your hours tomorrow? You want to get off early and I work 4 hours for you? Hell yeah, hell yeah. You want to work my hours? Yeah, I'll work your hours. You want to, girl, can I pick up your hours tomorrow? If you need me, I will go hit somebody else up 2 days later. Girl, can I pick up some of your hours? Because if they don't want to work, you could work for them. It's called shift trades. And then when I would need all these days off, like 2 weeks off, they would owe me like, and so I would say, can you work for me next Saturday? Then I would ask somebody, can you work for me next Sunday? Then I ask somebody, can you work for me next Monday? And then I would have like weeks off because I would always be like, hitting everybody up trying to get their hours that they didn't want. Do you want Saturday off? Hell yeah, I want Saturday off. I got Sunday, Monday off. You want Sunday and Monday off? Hell yeah, I want that. Can you work for me on Tuesday? Hell yeah, I'll pick up your hours. Yeah, as long as you were in the same, um, as long as you were in the same, because that was airport operations. I worked the gates, the ticket counters, the ramps, cabin services, reservations. I know all of airport operations. I know cargo. I know bag room. I know everything about the airport. The only thing I cannot do is fly an airplane. Hi, Breezy. Hey, Breezy. I got an address in Miami. I'm gonna give for you. I still want the stuff from my daughter. If you still got it, I'm about to give a new address in Miami, and I'm gonna give it out. Okay. So anyway, guys, as long as you had the same like the same experience and the same technical ability, you could trade shift with anybody. But what I was going to say is that like when I say don't try to live above your means, like don't try to go, like I'm done with all that world traveling. I'm just Breezy, yeah. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna have an address in Miami for you. Okay. So let me get myself situated, and then I'm gonna get my. I closed my box down in Toronto. When I had my box in Canada, I was getting some stuff from Canada all the time, and now I don't get the products from Canada anymore. So I closed my account down at my mail store in Toronto, Ontario. So if you guys got the Toronto address, don't send me nothing else to Canada because I don't be fucking with Toronto no more. Okay, so anyway, let me say this. Don't try to live above your means. Okay. If you can't afford your rent, don't never, if you always make sure you have financially three times, you earn three times your rent. So if your rent, whatever, if your rent $500, you need to make at least $1,500 a month. Always try to, if don't get nothing that's not, if you don't have three times the rent, because most places they tell you that if you don't have three times the rent, then you can't rent. So I had to have three times the rent in order to rent this place. I had to prove with my bank statements that I earned three times the rent. So I did earn three times the rent for this place. So, because that's what they required me, three times the rent. Okay, so I showed them the bank statements. I get three times worth of rent. And then they were like, okay, they verified it and it was fine. And I ain't got no eviction, no bankruptcies, no shit like that. So I got into this place real easy. This is my new place. It ain't new. It's an old mobile home. It's a double wide mobile home. It's huge. It's big. I got a big yard, front yard, backyard. It's nice. Okay. So anyway, all my shit broken. I need a new refrigerator, need a new washer, dryer, all that shit. Leaks everywhere. The leaks got fixed yesterday. But anyway, big bathtubs, two full size bathrooms, spacious, big. It's nice in here, but I'm happy, I'm comfortable. So what happened was, let me tell you something. When I was looking for a place to live, I came across this high end place on this river, and it was so fucking beautiful. I mean, it just blew me away. It blew me away, like the beauty of it. Okay, let me describe it. It's a high rise apartment building with balconies, like wraparound balconies to your unit. And it got like these chandeliers, sparkling chandeliers and shit. It got brand new appliances all in that motherfucker. Everything brand new. The floor plans are gorgeous. It got this view of the city. I mean, like a sparkly night view of the city, shining over a river. It's on some water, and it's got like this, and all these restaurants are nearby. All these shopping centers are nearby, and it's got a view of the river with all these sparkly lights everywhere. And then it got like a pool area where it's like this glamorous fucking pool area with all these beautiful chairs and tables. Then it got this workout room with all this glass mirrors everywhere. That, I mean, it is just it's undescribable. It's like undescribable, the beauty of this place. Hey Aries love. Good morning. The beauty of it is just undescribable. I can't put it into words, like the floor plan, the colors, I mean the views. I mean, it's just like, I said to myself, you know what? And it's also near like this really nice area of rivers and walkways and parks and recreation. It is just awesome. So I said to myself, you know what? I can't afford that place right now because I want a 3-bedroom on the water with a full view. I want the top floor, full views, everything. And I said to myself, I can't afford that motherfucker right now, but life might change and I might be able to afford that motherfucker one day. It's $3,000 a month. The motherfucker is $3,000 a month. And right now I ain't financially equipped to afford that. But I said one day I'm gonna afford some shit like that. One day I'm gonna afford some shit like that because that shit is gorgeous than a motherfucker. It's huge, huge, huge 3 bedrooms. They got studios up in there, and I could afford the studio, believe it or not. I could afford the studio. And I actually was, if I said, if I don't get this, because I didn't see it till after I applied my application for this. And then it was like all little. I said, the only one I can afford for $9.95 a month, I could afford that little studio. And I was kind of looking at it. I'm like, but I want that 3 bedroom. But they got a studio and they said 2 available because it's just brand new. And I said, you know what? I didn't already put in my application for that place, but I might get a little studio. And I was like, nah, I want that Riverwalk. But it's, hold on, I didn't tell you the name Riverwalk. Let me make sure I didn't tell you the name Riverwalk. Okay, the Joker can't take you seriously. What the fuck are you talking about, Yashua? Yashua, what in the fuck is the Joker can't take you seriously? What does that mean? I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about? Okay, what do you mean you can't take me seriously? Okay, Riverwalk. Did I give out too much information? Riverwalk. No, I didn't give out too much information on that. I'm making sure you don't know where I'm at. But anyway, my heart is set on the 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 2 bed. I think it's 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, or 3 bedrooms, 3 baths. But my heart is set on that for $3,000 a month. I said one day, baby, I'm gonna afford that motherfucking place. I'm gonna afford that. I'm looking at 5 years from now. I'm hoping to someday afford that. I said when Ash come back, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna film some videos by the pool. We gonna have a little pool party. We gonna do this. We gonna do that. And ooh, I'm gonna see where I'm gonna film. Oh, right there in that area, right there. Ooh, look at that room right there. I'm gonna film right there. I'm gonna do a beauty video on Line Plus in that bathroom. Oh shit, look at that. Look at how, cause they got 35 pictures on the website. I'm like, oh, I could do some beauty videos for my skincare in that bathroom. Ooh, I could do this, and I could do a little video on this. I could do a little witchcraft video in that area. Ooh, I like how that chandelier looking right there. Ooh, shit. Well, then, oh my goodness, I could do a little workout video. Look at that. Look at the mirrors. I'm like clicking on all those pictures. I'm like planning my life 5 years from now. I got videos planned 5 years from now all over that motherfucking place. Dream big. I'm saying, you know what? One day I'm gonna get me something nice. I'm living in trailer homes and in trailer parks, but one day I'm gonna get me something nice. One day I'm gonna get me something glamorous than a motherfucker in a high-end glamour like look where it's gonna be so fucking glamorous. It's gonna be so motherfucking beautiful. It's gonna take y'all motherfucking breath away. So I said to myself, maybe if my finances change and my company start really booming, because you never know what could happen. My company could start generating thousands of dollars more per month. And then I could start affording that. I mean, and you never know how life is going to take. I could win some lottery money. I could, get surprise money from Wells Fargo. They still be sending me checks from time to time. And I could get some, and then I would pay my rent in a year. Because Wells Fargo, I want a lawsuit with Wells Fargo, but they ain't got the money to pay me. So I've been getting payments sporadically, just surprise checks from Wells Fargo Bank. They actually owe me thousands of dollars in lawsuit money. And they ain't got the money to pay me, so they set me up on a payment plan because they owe a whole bunch of people all over America and probably all over the world where they done stole money from your bank account. And so they got sued by a law firm. And so they be paying me, little sums here and there. So I just get surprise checks from $500 here, $150 there, whatever they could afford to pay me on my lawsuit. So if they one day just give me a large settlement, 5 years from now, I ain't moving out for 5 years. I got a goal to live here stable for 5 years, and then I want to go to that high rise apartment building on the river. I want to go and live there, and I want to live in a glamorous setting for at least 5 years, living in a glamour house. It's a glamour apartment, but I'm gonna call it the glam house, cause that motherfucker is beautiful. It is so fucking gorgeous and beautiful. I'm gonna treat myself. I'm gonna move away from the trailer homes. I'm gonna move away from the country, and I'm gonna treat myself and go live big and beautiful for at least 5 years, and then after that, I'm gonna go back to the trailer homes, cause I just want to live glamorous for a little while. I want to live like in a hustle and bustle, like beautiful restaurants everywhere where I could just walk out my building and sit at a coffee shop for breakfast, and then go out for dinner at a steakhouse or whatever. I'm a vegan most of the time, but when you be enjoying yourself, it is good to eat like meat and stuff, because it be just like the environment and the atmosphere and stuff, and it'd be like that. Okay. Thank you, Breezy. Yeah, so anyway, I just got some life goals. I was thinking about that. I'm like, I'm glad I didn't get that as a studio, because that wouldn't have been the big deal, because I can't have my daughter in the studio. I wouldn't be able to get access to my daughter to live with me. Right now, she's living with a relative, so it wasn't going to work for a studio apartment. It was too small. It was really a small little, just a little space, and you would get a little bit of the feeling, but not the whole feeling, like in a big massive place where like I want my daughter to be with me. I want my daughter to enjoy it, and it wasn't gonna be like possible in a little studio apartment room. So it wasn't gonna be possible. So it wasn't gonna work. It just wasn't gonna work. And then if I tried to get cats, that wasn't going to work. Definitely not. The cats weren't going to be able to be in a small room. I would have too much family and pets, and it wasn't going to work. It was too small, and it wasn't going to work. So I'm glad I didn't do that. I would have actually harmed myself. I wouldn't have got the full experience. I wouldn't have got Ash. I wouldn't have got my cats. It wasn't going to be enough room. It wasn't gonna be the experience. It was gonna actually be a bad experience, and it was gonna be a bad choice. So it would have damaged me in the long run. It would have actually harmed me to make that decision in the long run. It wouldn't have been, something that I could do family wise. It wouldn't be something that I could do pet wise. It wasn't gonna be comfortable for me to live that whole glamour lifestyle with my family. My family being the pets and the child. I wasn't going to have family. So it wasn't going to be a good experience, right? It would have been a disaster boom. So a disaster boom ain't good. So you seem to be in a good place in life. You're glowing with positivity. The office wishes you the best. We have to get to work. So take care. Bye. Okay, bye, Breezy. Good morning. Enjoy your work, Breezy. Enjoy your work. Okay, so that's Breezy. Bye, girl. She's in Texas. So she actually gave me an Amazon gift card a few months back, and I spent it on some good stuff. I even shared some of it with my cousin G in Las Vegas. I even got him like this roller to like exercise with, and I actually got him something like that. I love my cousin G in Las Vegas. I'd be thinking about him. I'm gonna have more time to, start making phone calls to my relatives in Michigan and Las Vegas. I ain't giving nobody my address, no offense, but I'm gonna start getting in touch with, some of my relatives, and start reaching out to them now that I got plenty of time on my hands, plenty of alone time on my hands. So I'm gonna start hitting y'all up in Michigan and Las Vegas and making some long distance phone calls. When I'm not recording, y'all gonna be hearing from me. Hello, how you doing? Okay, so anyway, yeah, let me tell you something. So I have some long-term goals. So what I want is 5 years from now, I want to live the glamorous life. I want to live the glamorous life in those high-end river walk apartments. I want the high-end glamour life, bitch. I'm hoping that I can afford it one day. I really do. I dream about it Before bed, I say in 5 years, I want to be in that glamour house. I want to be in the glamour house. I want to be living that life. I want that life. Because that's a life. When you get into that, that's a lifestyle. That becomes your life that you have decided to live, that you paid to live. You got to pay to live that lifestyle. And if you want a lifestyle, you got to dream and dream big. Right now, I'm living in a mobile home lifestyle. I'm a gator girl. I'm a swamp thing. I'm happy with this life. This is the life that I have chosen for myself to live in the mobile homes, in the trailer parks. This ain't in no trailer park. This is actually on its own little lot of land. But I'm a trailer park girl. I'm a gator girl. I'm a swamp thing. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. For the next 5 years, I'm cool with that. But the next 5 years from now, I want to live the glamour girl life. I want to live the high rise apartment life. I want to live, in the river walk life. I want to live in the night zone where me and my daughter can go out to eat at dinner. And we can sit by the pool and chill in the daytime. I'm gonna have like a little sun protective clothing, not black, but like a little sun, like a looser, like a pink color sun protective clothing to sit by the pool and shit, and film videos by the pool, and sit down and drink lemonade by the pool, and go out to a coffee shop in the morning, and go exercise in the weight room. It's a lifestyle that I'm trying to build for myself, and I'm not sure if it'll happen. It might not happen, and I choose another walk of life. But anyway, it's just a goal in life. You got to set goals for yourself because it makes you feel good and it makes you feel happy, and it gives you something to live for. It gives you a something to live for, something to dream for, something to aspire to get in life. Your life can change, and it's a life that you want to live, and it's a life that you have to pay to live. It's a life that you have to gain. It's a life that you have to earn. Ain't no broke motherfucker, ain't no homeless motherfucker gonna live that life. Ain't no prostitute, ain't no streetwalker gonna live that life. It Hello? It's a telemarketer. But don't bother me. Okay. So anyway, ain't no prostitute gonna live that life unless she a high end prostitute. Ain't no crackhead's gonna live that life. Okay. Ain't no motherfucking homeless person gonna life. Ain't no motherfucker begging at the street corner gonna live that life. Ain't no motherfucker struggling making ends meet gonna live that life. It's gonna be a motherfucker that got some money to live that motherfucking lifestyle. And unfortunately, I can't afford that lifestyle. I'm not going to lie to myself. I can't afford that lifestyle. Because even if I was in the studio apartment, I wouldn't have the lifestyle. How the fuck I'm going to afford to go out to eat and go out to drink and not no alcohol, smoothies and coffees, iced coffees and with whipped cream and go out to the steakhouse and go out to the crab house and go, how am I going to afford all that stuff that I want to buy? Even if I did pay the $1,000 a month, $9.95, I would still not have the money to go live the lifestyle in the environment. I ain't gonna have to go to the nail salon. I ain't gonna have I ain't gonna have all the shit to go with it. I ain't gonna have my family because the shit would be too small, and it would just be a disaster boom if you ain't got the money to actually live the complete lifestyle. The complete lifestyle. If you ain't got the money to live the complete lifestyle, then what the fuck you doing? You trying to live above your means. You out of place. Ain't nobody. You out of place. You not in your right element. You fucking it. You fucking your life up. You living trying to live above your means. You can't afford to live in that place. You can't afford that motherfucking Riverwalk lifestyle. Riverwalk lifestyle. You can't afford that motherfucker. So what the fuck you trying to do to yourself? I had to talk to myself sensibly. How the fuck, even if I did get the studio apartment, how the fuck I'm gonna get Katie Ray Ashland? How the fuck I'm gonna get Katie Ray? How the fuck I'm gonna get the kittens, Katie Pie and Merlin Pie? How the fuck am I gonna get all of them in the studio? Obviously that ain't gonna work. How the fuck I'm gonna go to the coffee shop in the morning? I ain't got money for the iced coffee. It's $7.50 a coffee. How the fuck I can't even buy a donut? A coffee that's $10. How the fuck I'm gonna go to the steakhouse? That's gonna be like $50. how the fuck, okay, so I'm adding all this shit up. Bitch, that lifestyle is too expensive for me. How the fuck am I gonna do it? It can't be done. So I was like, thank goodness I did not. Thank goodness I did not try to live above my means in a little studio, because that would have been a disaster boom of epic proportions. It would have been something that would be so uncomfortable for me. It would have been a disaster boom out. Okay, so whatever, let me tell you something. Don't try to live above your means. If you can't afford that shit, make sure that you know what you can afford, because right now in the mobile home I be having money. Hi coffee fee maga, hi girl. She said good morning beautiful. Hi, thank you. Okay, right now this is in my element. I got plenty of money to buy jewelry. Got plenty of money to buy gloves. I got plenty of money to buy clothes. I got plenty of money to go shop. I got an EBT food stamp card. I got plenty of money on my food stamp card to go grocery shopping. I got plenty of money to buy cigars, lottery tickets. I got money to go buy some little shit that I can do in the trailer home and be. I could buy clothes. I got bags and bags of makeup. Ooh, ooh, hold on, hold on. Oh, sorry guys. I got bags and bags of makeup. I got, we be going to fairs. My cousin G actually paid for that shit. Cousin G paid for the state fair in Las Vegas for me. So thank you, G. I love you. And we be going to Disney World. We be going to parks. We be going to lakes. We be going, oh my gosh, we be going to strawberry festivals. We be going to weekend festivals. That's my money strength. Okay, my money strength is on trailer park. Okay, trailer park is cheap as fuck. You got a roof over your head. It's nice. It's comfortable. It's clean. That's all you need. Then you got money to do shit with. Because if you just got money just to pay your rent, and you ain't got money to do shit with, and you ain't got money to go to the park, and you ain't got money to go to the fairs, and you ain't got money to go to the festivals, and you ain't got money to buy wigs, and you ain't got money to buy jewelry, and you got money to buy clothes, then your ass is fucked up. Because that's going to be a disaster life for you. Disaster life. All because I done lived a life before for when I worked for a little marketing company. Let me tell you something. Listen to this. I actually lived a life when I worked for the marketing company. I was only making $7 an hour at the marketing company. I was actually doing marketing for like a silver coin company and jewelry company. Actually, no, it was $8 an hour. I was actually literally just making enough money to pay my rent and buy cat food and buy one fancy meal a month. And literally I was eating cans of soup every day, just one can of soup and I was living off of packs of romaine noodles. When I lived a life where I worked for $8 an hour, and I literally didn't have money for nothing but rent and a little bit of food to eat. And when you live a life like that, and you have an experience of a life like that, that life is a horrible, miserable life. Because you be so fucking hungry a lot of times. And when you ain't like necessarily trying to be no vegan, and you actually hungry, and you actually hungry. I mean, I was living like that for 1 year, where I was living like a hunger life. I was hungry during that time. I literally wanted to eat food, and I couldn't afford to buy food. And I was too prideful to go get a food stamp card, and I didn't go get a food stamp card. And I was eligible for food stamps, because when you making $8 an hour, you eligible for food stamps, girl. But I was looking back at that like, how in the fuck would I be so prideful? Because back then you had to go to a food stamp office. It wasn't where you could apply online. You had to go and talk to a little worker. And I didn't want them to verify my employment at that marketing company, because I didn't want them to know that I was having to get on food stamps. But it was a miserable, miserable, miserable hunger life. I was hungry all the fucking time. I couldn't afford food. And look, I would never, ever. Right now I get food stamps. I'm not gonna lie to you. I get food stamps. I will never turn down no food stamps. I will never act like I'm too good for food stamps. I will never turn down somebody trying to help me to eat. Don't never turn down no food stamps. Seriously. If you are eligible for food stamps, give food stamps and be happy that the government is able to provide for you a hot meal or a healthy meal if you are vegan or any type of meal at all. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna never turn down no food stamps. I look back at that and I was like, why the fuck did I give a fuck about what anybody would think about me? Why the fuck would I care? I could have got food stamps when I worked for Delta. I was still within the economic guidelines and the economic threshold for food stamp eligibility. I was eligible for food stamps then, but I was too prideful to show the girl, the supervisor, that I had to apply for food stamps. When it was their fault, they weren't paying me. I was an ergonomics inspector, a corporate Delta, and I was still food stamp eligible. That's how little they were paying me. I was still flying to Egypt though. I was still able to save my money and fly to Egypt all the time. I used to be an Egypt fanatic. I used to love flying to Egypt. When I worked for Delta, I was like always like on an Egypt trip. I was always going to Cairo, Egypt. First class, business first, always first class. But I was like struggling to pay to make that happen. But I was going to Egypt like every other month. Okay. So I actually used to live in Egypt because I used to go back and forth all the time. That I was basically living in a apartment there. So because I used to go there so frequently and stay so long, the long trips would be long trips. Okay. So what happened was, yeah, don't never turn down no help from the government to help your ass get a meal. Okay, don't never turn down no food stamps. Don't never turn down nobody helping you to eat. Okay, because you need to eat, and if you don't eat, you're gonna be hungry, and it's painful. When people are starving, it is pain. It is pain and suffering and hardship, and it's misery. Believe me on that. So right now, I have plenty of food stamps on my food stamp card, bitch. I'm about to go to Harvey's probably tomorrow. I'm waiting for all these, I'm waiting for the appliance man to get here with my refrigerator, so I can't go. So I'm about to order a pizza from Papa John's. I'm about to order a pizza. They open at 10 o'clock, so I'm going to order me a Papa John's pizza. And let me tell you something. Yeah, don't never turn down no food stamps. I'm going to say it again. I don't never be prideful. Never turn your back on nobody trying to help you. Okay. So anyway, guys, yeah, and never live above your means. Always make sure you got money to eat, and you got money to dress, and you got money to go to some little special events. Or if you're young, you got money to go to nightlife. If you ain't got money for all that, then you ain't gonna live no lifestyle but misery. So don't never try to live above your means. Always try to make sure you got at least $1,000 spending money per month. My spending money is $1,000 per month. That's how much extra money I have to spend and buy clothes and shoes and food and events with. As long as you got $1,000 per month spending money, you got wigs, jewelry, clothes, handbags, makeup, food, gifts, festivities. As long as you got $1,000 to work with spending money, always make sure you strive to have at least $1,000 to live a lifestyle with. That means that you got money to spend for whatever you need. And then if you got car repairs, you got things that come up, because honestly, when you got a vehicle, you gonna have, need new brakes. Sometimes that shit comes up from out of nowhere. You find out that you ain't got no more brakes, and now your brake pads, you gotta get new brake pads. You gotta get oil changes. When you got a vehicle, you also gotta plan for unexpected events. Now you done broke a strut, you done hit a pothole, now you got a broken strut. Now you gotta fix that. Now your check engine light come on, now you gotta go check and see what the problem is. Oh, it's just my gas thing. Okay, whatever. I gotta get my gas cap fixed. Okay. Because the gas cap, sometimes the back can get loose, and if that gets loose, then your check engine light comes on, and that's just a simple thing that happened on my Dodge Caravan. It was just like I didn't screw the gas. When you put the gas in, you don't screw it tight. The check engine light comes on, and then you got to get somebody to reset the thing, just for that little simple thing. So you could do some little thing, and then there's an unexpected thing that happens. So it's always something that comes up. So you have if you have an extra $100, extra $1,000 to work with, your life can have these little unexpected things that happen, and then you ain't struggling trying to borrow money from somebody. I didn't have to borrow money from people. I didn't have to hit Arturo. Yeah, I forgot. But you don't know his auto shop. His name is Arturo. I didn't have to hit him up for loans. Can you fix my car for me? Cause I don't got the money. I can pay you, in a few days. Okay. And then he let me drive. He fixed it, and then I drive off. I'm like, well, you know where I live. Oh, I'm not gonna come to your house. Just give me the money when you need it. He didn't fix my vehicle twice with no money. And then, because I always love him, because anytime I didn't have issues, he didn't always fix my vehicle. He don't even be asking for money. He just waits till I get the money, and then $400, $300, big money. Then I get the money a few days later, and then I'd be like, oh, I got the money, and then we kiss each other, and that be it. I always kiss him on his cheek like that. He got a wife and kids. I'd be respectful. But anyway, I'm gonna get off of here. I just wanted to say good morning to you guys. What's up? What's up? And anyway, I'm gonna sign off. Live fiercely, love viciously, and remember, atheism is unstoppable. Bye, guys.